Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Mahogany Sweets. I want to come and talk to you guys about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So, we already know what's been going on. Everybody is using Monique and Candace fight as a storyline right now. And then we got their little smaller B-line storylines that they have going on. So, I want to talk about Karen Huger's storyline with the situation with her and her husband's roles being reversed. Her being more so the breadwinner now, and him being the one being taken care of, and how that's been affecting their marriage. So she's been saying, like, I'm not really getting affection or love from him, but yet he's saying the same thing. He feels like he's not really getting her attention anymore. And I think that the dynamic between that is he's feeling insecure about his role in a relationship. He was the breadwinner before. She was the stay-at-home mom. She had more time to be able to cater to him in the household. And some men, you know, they love being able to give their woman the world, and they love being needed. They like being able to be the hero for their woman. And I think that he feels like he can't be her hero right now, especially since she's the one who just bailed them out of some financial issues. So I think he's feeling insecure about that. And he even also mentioned to her, like, well, do you not feel like fame is going to your head and stuff like that? I personally do not think that the ground dom, Miss Karen Huger, is having an issue of losing her grounding because of this TV show and the money that she's getting in. She seems very humble and still down to earth to me. And even more so now than before she was being a stay-at-home mom. You know, she is the grand dame. So one of the things that she was stating, though, was, I feel like I deserve more gratitude for bailing us out of the tax problem. I personally do not agree with that. Could he have said thank you? Yes. But did he have to get down on his knees and grovel at your feet for doing that? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't is she herself stated that she has never had to touch a bill or see a bill in her life throughout her marriage with him. She is, what, 20 to 30 years younger than him? And since they got together, he was already established when they got married and got together. He took her in, as well as her bastard son, with another man, and provided for them a great life. And then they had a child together who he has provided with a great life. So it's like, if you weren't on your knees every day, groveling and thanking him for taking care of you and your previous child, taking care of your child together, taking care of all of the bills, the low, because it sounds like it's another situation like how it was with Kim Kardashian and Kanye before he went through his problems. You never had to touch a bill. All your money was your own money. So I think, to me, it's a little bit self-righteous of her to turn around talking about, I want my dang on money back, because she got drunk. And that was one of the things she said with the ladies when they was at Monique's lake house. Like, I want my money back and all this. And I just felt that was super selfish, super entitled. I think that she should be grateful to have lived the life that she's lived without having to come out of her money for nothing that except what she wanted to spend her money on. Y'all done been together for, what, 21 years or something like that? And you just now had to pick up some money and carry the weight. That should have been an honor for you to be like, yeah, baby, you done it for me for years. I ain't got no problem coming out my pocket and letting you see that you got the right partner, baby. I can back you up when it's all said and done, when you need it. So I don't like her response to that. I do not feel that he has to grovel at her feet, unless she was groveling at his for all those years. Like, the money that you probably came out of for 1 year, you had to fit the bill, fit the cost. When he didn't pay for 2 colleges, he didn't pay your expensive lifestyle and all of that. It's just asinine to me, her outlook on it. Y'all money is supposed to be each other's money. You should have paid that, and you shouldn't have been expecting him to not only give you the money back, because, right, that's what I was about to say, but I forgot. Like, that 1 year you came out of expenses, he spent that 20 years to your 1 year, and you're acting like you just saved him. No, you were saving yourself and your own children as well, but he has been the one saving y'all. So I didn't like her take on that. Leave that man alone. But I also was looking at the fact that he is up there in age, right? He's looking at retirement. I think he's already retired. I think he said he's on his 3rd retirement now. And this is what you got to pay attention to when you decide to marry people where there's such a large age gap. there is going to come the time where you're going to have to play nurse to them, possibly. Be a caretaker versus being just a spouse if they're that much older than you. And there's going to come a time where y'all interests and desires and energy levels and all of that is going to separate, going to swing, going to shift. So she might be in her physical prime of wanting to get, ponied down and get that back broken in, where he's more so not on that or can't even break it in the way that he used to. He's at the point where him sitting at home in front of a TV or golfing in a meal is all he needs in life, where she might still be at the place where, of course, it's evident, where, right, she want to go out to events, want to socialize, mingle, and stuff like that. So those are things that you got to take into account when you decide to marry people with such a great age difference. But that's how I feel about that. I think that they'll be able to work it out. Karen seems to me to be a very devoted, loving wife. He seems to me like he's just struggling with the new role reversals, not being able to be the hero right now. And then on top of that, of him not being able to be the hero, she's demanding that he bow down at her feet since she's being the hero. So I would imagine that the romance level would be kind of off then if this is the case right now in your relationship. But that's an easy fix. I'm sure they'll be able to come out on the other side of this with no problem. Then I want to get into Ashley and her husband. As we know, she's pregnant again because every time he messes up, she gets to get more of what she wants. Before, if y'all recall, she was talking to him about wanting to have children, and he was dead set against it. Like, no, all my kids are grown. I'm not, you're supposed to just be my young, hot trophy wife. Well, as he started messing up, she was able to, redo them prenups. Because that's one of the things this season she had told him, like, I want to do a post-nuptial agreement. I want another baby. She didn't say that part on camera, but she got another baby too. So that's what we see going on with them. And she came to us and told us, like, yes, we've had threesome before, so that's why he's a bit loose and think he can still mess around outside of the marriage. But, I'm dead set against that now. I think what's going to end up happening with them too is, if she hasn't been already, she's going to set him up to be the one to mess up again and divorce him and ride off with them babies and some more money than what she would have got if the babies wasn't there and if he didn't fall for infidelity. So right now she's basically just telling him, like, I don't want you messing around with people anymore. I think that he is a bisexual man. I think that she already knew this going into the relationship. I think that she does want something else now and ready to move on outside of him. I think she just want to finish getting however many children she want from up out of him first and pushing that prenup further as much as she can. And then she's going to exit, and I'm trying to see what we're going to see her, bounce back with. What type of man she going to go for? Is she going to go for another older white male or what? But anyway, then let's get on to, what's this little girl? Candace. Candace's storyline was going to be that her and her husband wanting kids and not wanting kids, basically, right? So that was what she was trying to make her storyline, which it was boring, it was trash. So she looked up with digging a hole that she couldn't get out of with Monique. But let's move on to Giselle. Giselle and Jamal, I do not think that they are really reconciling. I think that this is all publicity for both of them. I think it works in his best interest as well to come on TV and try and sway his image to being this man who's trying to do the right thing, fix his family, and for whatever reason, amicable reasons, no one's fault, they are going to go their separate ways with her having a storyline, and with him being able to paint the picture of, like, oh, he really changed. He is a better man. Look at him. He's being involved with his daughters. He's bought them a restaurant. He's trying to work things out with Giselle and resettle down. So I think that that's what is going on between them two. It's mutually beneficial for both of them at the moment to pretend to be together. Now with Robin and her McWine, it's been the same thing since season 1. With them going back and forth on living together but being apart, living together but being together, and all of this. Their storyline is also boring to me. It's of no interest. So they ain't have a leg to stand on. This new girl, Wendy, her storyline is, it seems she was trying to make it about the family dynamics between her and the in-laws of them not getting along for a minute, as well as her career on trying to be this just model black woman, everything that we're supposed to be assimilating into white society. So that's pretty much what her storyline was. Now let's get to Candace and Monique. This last episode, we got Candace trying to check Karen, right? Because Candace trying to get all the girls in line to be like, no, y'all with me, behind me, and we're icing Monique out. Karen is not willing to go there or whatever. Which to me is it just shows how petty and manipulative Candace is, due to the fact you already have these other girls who have taken your side. They're rolling with you on getting Monique out. Why do you need her? Why does it matter who else is not trying to be after Monique? Because Giselle and Robin are not taking your side because they support your cause or care about you. They are taking your side because they already hated and was jealous and wanted Monique out, and now they just have enough ammo to do it. And it's you're the ammo, but baby, you're not the reason that they just care so much about you. Like, that's bullshit, and she's dumb to think that, but I think she's just petty enough that she doesn't even care. Because if you recall, the same thing that Candace is doing with Karen, as far as telling Karen you should, trying to emotionally manipulate her and bully her. If you care about me, what I need for you is to stand on the ground and say that this is not all right. Be on my side. You shouldn't be still friends with Monique or whatever, right? She did the same thing, was it last season or season before then, with Monique. That's actually the reason why Candace and Monique had fell out. Because Candace was into it then with Ashley and wanted Monique to not be friends with Ashley and wanted her to shun Ashley and wanted her to sit on the side and kiki and exclude Ashley. Like, so she's childish. She's one of those type of people. Like, girl, you grown. If you got beef with someone and other people got relationship with them, and y'all got mutual friends, you should not be telling them, oh, well, I don't want you talking to them. Like, first off, who do you think you are? Secondly, grow up. Thirdly, you're not that important or valuable to try and dictate other people's relationship and how others feel about others. So I don't like that. It's just like, girl, she's just irking me. And that's the other thing I looked at. She swears that Monique's team and Monique got accounts of people coming after her on social media. No, sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, it is not Monique that's behind that. People have minds of their own, even though you seem to not think so, since you think you can control others. Which I loved how Karen read her ass and put her in place. Like, chick, I was behind you while you was toting knives, screaming and doing all this, and basically being physically aggressive as if you wanted to fight. When you were acting like a hood rat, when you were acting like a basic bitch and all of that, when you were showing black women in a negative light with all of the shenanigans you do, Karen, like, I had your back, and I ain't gonna do no less for Monique. So I loved how Karen read her ass and let her know that. But it just took me back to, as a matter of fact, like, I recall with my sister when I was younger. I had gotten to a fight with a girl. My sisters, one of them, well, two of them actually do hair, but one of them specifically, she does hair or whatever, right? So I got into a literally physical fight with this chick. We scrapped and everything like that. My sister came to me like, hey, old girl asked me to do her hair. She was like, but, you know, I don't want to do that. You my sister, y'all was beefing, y'all got to a fight, like, I ain't gonna do it. And guess what I told my sister? I said, girl, go and make your coin. Go and make your money. I said, better yet, not only do you do her hair, tax her. Charge her even more to do it. Like, so Candace on this stuff, like, you can't be friends with anyone that I don't like anymore, it's childish. And I had forgot about that, because I was initially looking at Monique and Candace, like, Candace kind of had a point with being upset with Monique, because it did kind of for a second, once since I had forgot about that, look like Monique was on some screw you, I'd rather be cool with these people over here. It did like for a minute, but then I went back and had thought about the argument that they was having, them getting upset. Candace was going in hard on Ashley, and Monique was basically just feeling like, hey, chill out, stop behaving like that, like, hey. And she was telling Monique, like, no, you should choose my side. You shouldn't like her either. You should. And Monique, like, girl, I'm grown. I don't play them games. And that was the problem between them then, and why they had gotten into it. And now although Candace did not go at Karen in the same manner, she came at her more respectful. It was still with the same premise of, I don't want you dealing with anyone who I don't like or who beefing with me. Grow up. You cannot try and do that. Like, I just don't like that. And then when you look at like Giselle, Wendy, because Wendy's then came in on the situation like, okay, I'm new on the season, I'm new on to the show. I see that it's these girls, they don't like this girl. Well, I want to be in. I want to be here next season. I am going to side with them and be harped up over this. Like Giselle, Robin, Wendy, this has nothing to do with any of y'all. She ain't getting into it with y'all. Y'all weren't the friends that broken up. She did not fight y'all. Why are y'all sitting here taking this personal and acting like as if it happened to you? And this because those girls are vindictive. They're jealous. Well, Giselle specifically, she's the one that's in charge of those girls. She's in control of Robin. Robin has the perfect name because she is the Robin to Giselle being Batman. She's the follower. She don't think for herself. That's why she got off the phone to her. I don't know. She wanted to call Giselle and be like, Giselle, she invited me to her event. Can I go? Anyway, and then you look at Wendy. Like I said, she came in. She trying to pick sides on who she think is the crowd that she needs to be affiliated with. You claim that you want to empower women. Guess how a woman who empowers women would have handled this? The way Karen is. Let me speak to you, young ladies. Let me let you both know where you're wrong at. And then I'm here to support both of you. Empowering women does not say, oh, you made a mistake, or you done something I don't like, or you done something I won't do, so now I'm Xing you out. I never want to see from you again. No, that's not how that works. You bring people in, especially when they're going through or have an issue with character problems, financial, or whatever the case may be, relationship. That's when you rally behind them the most and set the example for them and be the support that they need to model after. You get what I'm saying? So Wendy is backward and don't understand what even true sisterhood and women empowerment even is. Women empowerment would have been, here, let me come and sit with you and talk to you, girl. What's going on in your life? What made you feel this aggressive to handle this? Or, hey, we got to step our game up. Let's try and handle things better after that. And you would have been rallying for her to stay in, not trying to kick her out, using this against her. You don't do that in sisterhood or in upholding people. Yes, you hold them accountable. Holding someone accountable is not saying that I'm going to charge you with this for the rest of your life and you no longer exist. But that's what they're doing. They're trying to get Monique out of the show. It's possible to work, but I kind of don't think it'll work. Candace is just lame. I'm over her. And I seen in previews like, okay, y'all got so much to say about this set of violence that's happened. Violence that happened on several of the other franchises that weren't black franchises at that. From pulling hair to punching to throwing drinks to all kind of stuff like that. So slapping. So to me, they're making a bigger deal out of it than what it truly is. Them girls already had ulterior motives against Monique. So this is just what is able to give them a valuable excuse to run with. And it's sad and unfortunate that they're doing that, that these women are trying to attack, come after not only the life, a marriage, a family of another sister, but y'all trying to come after her paycheck as well. Like, do y'all not really see this and what this play is? Y'all trying to come after this woman paycheck. You trying to put something on her record, trying to give her a record with the justice system, knowing that it ain't just towards us, even though luckily this worked out in the best interest. But I mean, just really sit back and think of this, where we know black women and men get harsher sentencing, where we know that they get harsher charges. You get what I'm saying? Where certain stuff would be a simple disturbance of the peace, for us it's going to go further than that. It's going to be disorderly conduct along with all kind of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Trumped up charges. And like I said, trying to take a paycheck from this woman, another black woman, a sister. None of these things are empowerment. And it all started from what y'all trying to do a lie that, no, because actually I think that she might have had an inappropriate relationship with someone. But still, it started with y'all trying to further what could have been true, with saying that the child didn't belong to the father. Like, we talking about a real family, real people, for y'all to do some bullshit ratings, to have bullshit storylines and try and keep y'all asses on TV. Y'all literally are willing to scoop this low, but got the nerve to come talking about how we're representing black women. And got the nerve to be talking about you're for women empowerment. None of the shit that any of y'all hoes are doing is women empowerment. Guess who is women empowerment? Karen Huger. She's the only one who can sit there and turn her nose up at anybody. None of y'all else, from Giselle to Robin to Candace and Wendy and a little bit Monique, none of y'all else can say anything about women empowerment, sisterhood, and what's making black women look bad when y'all hoes running around doing shit like that. But anyway, that's all I want to say. I cannot wait to this reunion. On Twitter, Andy had asked, he like, let us know y'all comments for this reunion because it's coming up. So if they haven't just now started filming for the reunion, they are about to. They're getting the questions ready for the cast members. So I know I went and put my few in there and I tagged them hoes in it. Like, just in case you don't choose my question, I want to make sure that y'all's hoes see this. You get what I'm saying? So tell me what y'all think about these chicks on Real Housewives of Potomac. Thanks for watching.